A few days ago, we had the epic siege of Neuss. Now, we have the epic siege of Nice. Okay, well, it's not pronounced nice. It's spelled like nice in the English language, but it is pronounced Nice. And Nice is a beautiful Mediterranean city. And speaking of beautiful, today's sponsor is Displate. Are you tired of those bare, disgusting walls? Well, thanks to Displate, those days are long over. Displate makes beautiful posters of high quality. I mean, just listen to this. Not only are they high quality, but they also don't require any trees, and they are 100% recyclable. And they're super easy to install. All you have to do is add a protective leaf to your wall, stick on the magnet, and you're good to go. And if you look in the video description, there's a link to their website. And on their website, they have a wide variety of different artwork. You've got video game artwork, military artwork, history artwork, map artwork, space artwork, and so much more. But wait, there's more. On the 26th of August all the way to the 30th of August, you can get a discount. So if you buy 1 to 2 posters, you'll get 20% off. If you get 3 to 4 posters, you'll get 30% off. If you get 5 or more posters, you will get 37% off. All you have to do is use the link down in the video description. For me personally, I've been working on a patriotic corner in my office. I got a poster with a really big American flag with some World War II imagery, and it's right next to my American Civil War sword, my saber, and it just looks awesome. So they've got everything on that website. Any kind of interest, any kind of hobby, check it out. Big thank you to Displate once again. They are truly awesome. I really enjoy this sponsorship. So guys, don't forget to look at the link and enjoy the video. So the Siege of Nice took place on 1543. It was part of the Italian War of 1542 to 1546. Now what happened is that the Duke of Milan died without an heir. He was married to a relative of Charles V of the Holy Roman Empire, so Charles V claimed Milan for himself, and even the Italians backed him because they were submissive to Charles V. Now, there was another contestant, another king or leader who claimed Milan. You see, Francis I of France, he used one of his council members, like in Crusader Kings 3, to fabricate a claim on Milan, and he had a claim on Milan. So we had these two great powers going at it. So we actually have the French working with the Ottoman Empire, which Ottoman Empire was mostly a naval presence, but I don't think there's an Ottoman navy in the 1212 mod just yet. So they're mostly going to be attacking on land. So we have 2 Ottoman armies, and then over here we have our French army. And then defending, we have the Holy Roman Empire. We also have some Italian soldiers, and historically Spain was involved because it was part of the Habsburg dynasty. But they're just going to be represented by the Holy Roman Empire. And then I think Genoa is in this fight as well, so the faction of Genoa. So very cool. Very cool battle. Always fun to see a historical battle. And this one is by Cassius, who set up the siege of Neuss as well. So this is going to be a lot of fun. You know it's going to be really good, and we're diving right in. So it started with some epic bombardment here. It's still going on, taking out towers, destroying walls, making this harder and harder for the defenders. We do have some French siege towers pushing up, not quite engaging the enemy just yet, but they do have some sergeants ready to roll, ready to attack. Over on the other side with the Ottoman Empire. Oh, by the way, historically, this was a victory for the Franco-Ottoman alliance. They sacked and raided the city of Nice. Of Nice. Nice. All right, so the Ottomans are kind of been doing some hit and run tactics. If you see down here, they actually have some horse archers that have kind of been running up, getting some volley fire. The artillery has been really softening up the walls, and again, just making it easier and easier for the attackers to push through. If we look at the defenders here, Charles V, the Holy Roman Empire, and all their allies, they have set up a passive defense. they've kind of given up on this wall, which I can't blame them because, one, most of the arrow towers have been destroyed. There's multiple breaches in the wall. It's going to be tough to try to hold this position and have the advantage. So they decided to kind of fall back. They've set up some gunners up on the walls. They got some hand gunners since this is a later period siege battle or medieval battle. And then you've got more defenses over in the inner streets. Got some Swiss pikemen, mercenary Swiss pikemen ready to hold. So they've got a solid defense here. We're going to see how this plays out and if them giving up some ground is actually going to help them out. Now back on the other side, the French have yet to push up their troops. Still trying to bombard, still trying to test the waters of the defenders. Ooh, my goodness. Oh my goodness! Why did they leave their troops up there? Wow, and look at all the troops who died from the rubble. Oh, they just lost a ton of troops in that one volley. You've always got to be watching, especially with those heavy cannons over here that can destroy walls in a couple shots. You've always got to be watching the walls and making sure your troops are not going to get shot down. But the French have pushed up some pikes, mixed in with some heavy infantry, some sergeants, and they are ready to attack. By the way, guys, if you want to learn more about this siege and about the Italian wars, I do recommend there's a channel that has a great video about it. It's a Pike and Shot channel, or they're called Pike and Shot. There's a link to their video down below, so that's where I got a lot of information from them, and that's what inspired this video. So be sure to check that out, guys. They are a underrated channel. I don't know if they're just starting out. It's not like they're a huge channel, and it was a quality video, so I always enjoy those history channels. Very informative, very entertaining. So be sure to give them some oh my god, I am stuttering like crazy. Be sure to give them some support. There we go. Some the two S's got me all tongue-tied. Give them some support and subscribe to the channel. It wouldn't be a pixie poo battle if I wasn't stuttering just a little bit. But look at this epic push right here by the French forces. Look at this. This is awesome. The combined forces, the combined arms of pike and sword, shield and sword. And we've got a bold stand here by some heavy polearm troops. They're definitely doing a very aggressive defense compared to the other side against the Ottomans, which this fight hasn't even begun yet. The Ottomans have not pushed forward yet. They are now, probably because they see their French allies and they're like, all right, they're going in. We need to go in as well. And they've got some heavy shock infantry, big old axes ready to slice up some defenders. So we'll see how that plays out once they're in position. For now, let's go back to the juicy part of the battle, which of course is over here, where we have Genoa holding against the French. Ooh. Ooh. Got some cool kill animations going on. It's a ferocious fight. I love seeing the late period units as well. It's always good to see the players actually try to represent the battle accurately. And then we've got some spears trying to hold against this massive push. Oh my god. Dismounted French knights. The dismounted French knights. Oh, they are wrecking these guys. Now over on the other side of the battle, the gate is open, but they're not quite charging, which is smart. Gate is always hard to attack. Over here, they're also still pushing a lot of troops, but the defenders are putting up a fantastic stand and making the French work for every inch of this this castle, or this settlement, I should say. It's not really a castle, it's a city. But the French are making progress. They are starting to break some of the defenders. And I really think it's only a matter of time until the French break through here. But it's still anyone's game. I mean, I've seen crazy things where these archers could rack up tons of kills. And look at, they are slicing up. These Genoese crossbowmen, they are slicing up these knights. Look at the blood. That is nasty. And the firepower. Though I don't think they're hitting a lot of them. It's like they killed most of the troops who are on the edge here, but because of the angle and how they're kind of tucked closer to this wall, they're harder to hit. So they might be wasting ammo. They might want to switch targets. They are getting a couple of them, And there's blood everywhere. Look at, they're dropping like crazy. Let's go over to the other side and see what the Ottomans are up to. Where they are just going to push through. Look at this. Leading the way with heavy infantry. I don't think I would have done that. Personally, if I was in this battle, I usually like to attack first with a shield unit. That way they can take the brunt of the archer fire and then send in, you know, the two-handed units that are weaker. Oh my god, this is so cool. Look at this shield wall. Oh my god. But yeah, they're weaker to arrow fire. Look at this. Like, you won't take this city. Oh my god, and the push. The epic push. That is awesome. They're gonna do pretty well. These shock troops should be, I mean, they're both gonna do well, right? Like, these shock troops, oh wait, they're falling back. Okay. I don't think I would have done that either, because now their backs are turned to archers. We'll see what they're doing. I wonder why they're falling back. Maybe they're just waiting for the rest of the troops to catch up to the battle. Here comes more shock troops. Heavy infantry about to clash with some sergeants. The Holy Roman Empire's sergeant force. Boom. So the fight between the Ottomans and the Holy Roman Empire on this side of the battle is underway, and it is juicy. We got cav charging in as well. Look at this. Some heavy shock cav of the Ottoman Empire. They're going to try to find opportunities and get some good charges on the enemy. All right, let's go back over to the French side. Where, look at this. The French are starting to waver here a little bit on this flank, where the heavy polearms of Genoa are actually holding quite well. Now, that's the challenge for the French army. They stand alone on this side of the battle. So they really got to just rely on themselves. Now, they're inflicting a lot of damage here. They just, honestly, they got to break these defenders on these walls as quickly as possible, because the longer they fight them, the longer they're going to have their flank exposed to the archers. It's a gruesome fight. Man, I really wish Attila ran a little better. You know, it's okay, so it's like Attila plus this massive mod on top of it. It does run a little smoother when troops start dying, so, you know, as the battle progresses, it will get smoother, but it is what it is. That's always been an issue with Total War. You want a big battle? Well, get ready for the slideshow. It's gonna be framey. Honestly, I'm one of those guys that prefers mechanics over graphics. Now, it's always good to have good graphics and whatnot, but if they just toned down the graphics a little bit so we could have bigger battles that ran more smoothly, I would be all for that. Honestly, all for that. I mean, okay, let's be real. Total War CA has to do a lot of changes for me to play the newer Total Wars. But I still have hope. Maybe one day they can turn it around, but we'll see. So the arrow towers definitely helping out the defenders here. The attackers, the French, have sent up even more infantry to try to brute force break through these defenders. But this, like, clumping like this, you're just asking for these archers to kill you. Like, I totally get you want to be aggressive, you want to push back the defenders, but you can't just blob them up like this, because they are going to die very quickly to the firepower of the defenders set up right here. You got these gunners. Look at that. Look at this angle. That is some easy pickings right there. All right, so let's go back over to the other side, where the Ottomans are, this is turning into quite the mess. The Ottomans are struggling against the Holy Roman Empire as they have pushed up their halberdiers. And these halberdiers, you got to kill them with arrows or something. If you take them head on, they are very tough to kill.
This is a shameful display.
Yeah, we're starting to see some troops break from the battle. We actually, whoa! They're falling back, but the Nafatoons. Oh my god. The Ottoman Nafatoons are burning the defenders, causing mass death. Look at what they leave behind. Look at this. A couple of these soldiers are getting back up. A lot of them are. Oof. That's good for the Holy Roman Empire. It looked like mass death right there, but they're going to rally up and push. There's a little gap over here they're able to use, and they're actually cutting down the Nafatoons. Imagine being a Nafatoon and being like, you know, feeling all safe behind your infantry, and they're like, I'm going to light these guys up. They throw the Nafatoon pots, and they just blow up, and the infantry you were harassing is able to rush through and fight you like close combat. You got to be like, oh, God. I'd be running away. I'd be like, nope, I'm not fighting. I would be so mad if I was the swordsman. It was like, oh, here's our chance to kill the men who are trying to light us on fire. But yeah, the Nafatoons are having a fight here. I'm surprised the Ottomans aren't trying to send something. Okay, they are now trying to send over some troops to try to protect the Nafatoons. They actually break the swordsman. Seems like that Nafatoon fire was just too much. But they are finally starting to break the Holy Roman Empire. I mean, those small units could only hold for so long. Got some sergeants that are breaking. So lots of breaking going on. They are starting to fall back a little bit into the inner streets of the city of Nice. Over on the other side, the French are still struggling. They are still struggling. Now, here's the good thing. This is what the French are doing well. They're making the defenders waste a lot of ammo. So maybe when it comes to late game, the defenders won't have a lot of ammo. And that's one thing you always got to consider, guys, when you're playing a siege battle, at least in the older Total Wars, you've got to preserve your ammo for late game, because if you are in the town center setting up a defensive position and the attackers still have archers, you're just a sitting duck. All you're going to do is just get shot at, and you have no answer for it. But if you have some archers left over with ammo, then you will be able to fire back and have a bit of an answer to their archer attack. So that's one thing to always consider on defense. Keep one archer, a couple archers with a good amount of ammo for the late game. And then back over here. Oh, very nice. This is what the French definitely need to do. Look at this. We've got a wall crossbow battle. We have the French taking on the Genoese over on the other side. And a breach in the wall divides them. That's hilarious. But it does look like the Genoese are defending. Or, I'm sorry. Well, yes, they are defending, but they are winning. Now, they're also getting shot from the ground level as well. So it is a 2 versus 1. These Genoese aren't firing that rapidly, though. Okay, watch this volley. Ready? Let's see how much damage they do. Oh, well, I thought those men were going down. They're just reloading. Did they fire? It's just like some of them are firing. Oh my God. Look at that rate of fire. That's insane. All right, let's go back over to the other side. Let's see. Oh my goodness. The Holy Roman Empire has been rushing in cav. The infantry have been rallying, holding this position. It's getting messy, but they are putting a great stand here. Look at, there's even some Ottoman infantry that push way past, like way further than they should have, and now they're getting cut down by some lancers. Hanseatic lancers. Wow, what a fight over here. What a struggle. You got knights. Oh my God, you have artillery coming in too. That's going to be huge. The Ottomans are falling back. They're going to reform their cav. Lots of breaking going on. Very smart of them to reorganize, not blob up because of that artillery. This artillery piece is going to be key for this defense. If the attackers can take out the artillery quickly, it might really help them out later on in the battle. But if the defenders can keep the artillery alive and keep racking up kills, it's going to be a long day for the Franco-Ottoman alliance. So, my goodness. Genoa has held so effectively. What do we got here? Huge French knight force. Looks like they were looking for an opportunity over here. Oh, I see. I think what their strategy here was to capture this gate, and then they were going to run through it with their cav. But since the French saw that they have a bunch of bodyguard here General's bodyguard and they've got some heavy polearm infantry, it's not going to happen. So the defenders were well prepared for that strategy. But I like the effort from the French player. I like trying, you know, sneaky little tactics like that. But this is really good for the defenders. They are pretty close to completely defeating the French. I mean, the French are having to throw up their archers on the walls. They're going to try to get some volleys down, but a lot of them are heavily depleted and starting to break. They still have some dismounted knights over here that could be a problem for Genoa, but again, maybe he's just leaving them up here because honestly, they're wasting a lot of ammo trying to kill them. They're not really killing them. All right, so let's go back over to the other side of this battle, where the Ottomans once again are continuing to push down. Oh my god, the cav charges. Look at this. The chaos. The chaos in the city of Nice. The Ottomans are really forcing the cav down the road here, and they meet the defending cav. So the defenders were not afraid. They did not back down, and they rushed in their own cav as well. They're trying to hold them back. In the back, we do have... Okay, so we got some heavy... They're considered heavy melee infantry, but they do have bow capabilities. Pretty versatile. So once they run out of ammo, I'm sure they're going to be thrown into the front line.
Nothing remains of this unit now.
So that's the key for the defenders, is to try to slowly pick apart the attackers. Like, try to get them to use up all their ammo. Try to get them to use up their really good units, so when they do push for the victory point over here, they're going to struggle. And look, they're already falling back. The defenders are already falling back to the town center. So far, both sides have made some gains, right? The defenders against the French are destroying the French army. Over here, the Ottoman Empire is making great ground against Genoa in the Holy Roman Empire. Got layers of reinforcements ready to move in. We even have cav units falling back. This is the general. The Holy Roman Emperor. They are all falling back. We got a little standoff over here way on the far flank. And they're even, I think they're moving up, yeah, they're moving up Nafatoons to deal with it. Look at the fighting that happened here. Dead horses, bodies. The Nafatoons are going to change this very quickly. This is actually pretty smart because he's going to save a lot of lives of this heavy shock troop force. So let's see what we can get here. Let's see what kind of Nafatoon destruction we're going to see. Here we go. They just got to get a little bit closer. There they go. Oh my goodness. That is sick. And here comes the counter charge with the heavy shock troops. That is awesome. Nafatoons did their job. They severely weakened their numbers and their morale. Now we got cav coming in from the Ottomans here to support them. A nice desperate stand here by the defenders to buy more time. We got, so what is this? This unit. It is a pike unit. Billman. Medium polearm infantry. They are gonna really poke their way through this defense. And yeah, they have completely fallen back to the final stand because they are on the verge of collapse over in these inner parts of the city. So once these fall, it's all going to come down to the final stand because all the flanks are going to be open. For example, you know, if they break through here, they're going to be able to run and get behind over here. In fact, it looks like they've got a gap over here. They're going to use, oh my god. This is not good. So that's another thing. As a defender, you want to make sure every single unit you have gets the highest potential of kills. And when you have a cav unit flanking around like this, you're going to greatly kill this infantry unit before it gets to its highest potential. It does. This unit already has 84 kills too. So here they go. Very good maneuver by the Turks or the Ottomans. And that's going to severely break this unit. They should be gone here soon. We've got the artillery over here, which they are out of ammo, so they're just going to drop the siege equipment and charge. And what's going to happen is that this cav unit is going to be able to run and go to the other side of the battle. Yeah, he's just going to do the same exact thing. This is why you got to be careful on your flanks. Oh, wait, no, they still have ammo. Ooh, this is not good. Yeah, run them down with the cav. Wait, why is this cav falling back? I know he sent around the general over here. So they did surround the infantry trying to hold this flank, which this defending infantry has been doing a really good job, but now they're going to break because of the cav doing the hammer and anvil. Back over here, the French, well, the French are, I don't think they're going to have enough. I don't think they've got some sergeants. They've got, what are these, pikes? Some medium pike infantry, but they're going to struggle in the gate. And here's the thing. This cav unit, this cav force, they can't get in. They might as well just go all the way around. They might as well. Because they're not going to squeeze through here. This defenders, they're not going to squeeze through the gate. They might as well fall back. Or not fall back, but go all the way around and join up with their Ottoman allies. But even though the French army was defeated, maybe they did enough. Maybe they did enough damage and they caused the defenders to use up a lot of ammo to win this battle. But now, guys, we are like halfway. So we're like halfway through the battle, right? And we're already at the final stand stage. Now, obviously, this is gonna have some skirmishing in it, for sure. Both sides are gonna use up their ammo, use up their archer ammo, and then engage with the infantry. And look, even more infantry is being sent over to the French side, so they really don't want to give this side up. I don't think it's gonna happen either. Now we got cav. Oh, don't tell me he's just gonna run right into the... No! Don't run into the gate. It's suicide. Please. Yeah, that's one way to throw away a bunch of cav units. Oh, I see. There was a sally out. Okay, that got me completely off guard because I did not expect the defenders to sally out any forces. I don't know if this was a mistake or what, and that's why the cav was charging in. They have surrounded, so that's actually really good by the French. Why did they sally out? I don't know. But that's a huge loss to the defenders. Look at the chaos. The pikes and the knights taking them on. And they are breaking them. See, that's why you don't go through the gate. That oil will slaughter your army. So they're going to keep killing these pikes. Make sure they don't return to the fight. Oh my god, look at this. Sneaky, sneaky. Heavy shock cav from the Ottomans coming over to help the French.
Enemy units have rallied and returned to the battle.
I think they're going to try to charge the pole arms. Or maybe they're just going around this way. Okay, well, they're like Ottomans. The French are like, hey, the Ottomans are coming to help. Psych. You know? The Ottomans are just, well, maybe they are. I don't know. He can't make up his mind. Oh, I think he's going to charge the pole arms. Let's see if he can pull it off before. Oh, never mind. Oh, the pole arms are facing him. I was like, it was kind of hard to tell. But yeah, that's smart. Don't engage that. I think they're going to go for the archers. Let's see if they can pull this off. It's kind of difficult because you can see them coming from a mile away. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my god. Well, they are out of ammo, so it's not a big deal, but I bet these heavy crossbow infantry could do quite well in melee. So, again, it's not a huge victory for the attackers, but it's always good to run down some archers, even if they don't have ammo. Less numbers for the defenders. So let's go over to the other side. Let's go back over here, where there actually are pushing infantry and already engaging infantry for the town center. I thought they were going to hang back a little bit longer and just use their arrows. But yeah, I mean, they kind of are. It's just one small unit. Let's see, more infantry coming around. And just kind of looking at the attacking force, I don't really see a ton of archers. I mean, unless it's... Oh, I see. That's why. Because these archers have melee symbols on them. That's kind of deceiving in a way. You know, at first glance, you're like, oh, those are just swordsmen. Why are they shooting at me? You know? So yeah, they are going to use up their archer ammo here and try to soften the defenders. They've sent up another unit of infantry to engage the medium melee holding this street. So that's awesome. And then, oh, look at this. There are some infantry reinforcements coming around. Because they know, like, they need their French allies. Even though the French are struggling here, they still have archers. They still have a lot of cav. They've got pikemen. They've got, I mean, you want every single man. In this type of battle, these close battles, you want to bring as much as you can. They got horse archers running around now. They're about to, oh my god, they're going straight in against some knights. How brave of the Ottomans. But I would quickly disengage from that fight. That's a losing battle. And they do. Oh, that's a general. Wow, how bold. Over here, we had some heavy shock troops keeping these polearms busy, keeping them away from the front line. The French are charging in with a wavering unit of sergeants. They need to hurry up and get into combat before they break, because they're about to surround this defensive unit that is holding this choke point. If they can break through this, there is hope. So that's a really cool dynamic siege. I mean, you got the last stand near the town center, and then you still have the fight for the walls over on the other side. Oh, and then some Ottomans ran up here, and they're taking out the archers. Oh. So they're trying to take them out, and they should, as they are just archers. There we go. They broke through. There we go. The floodgates have opened. The French cav is now going to be free to move in here without the risk of dying from enemy infantry. So yeah, if I was France, I would just pour everybody in. By the way, the mini-map has not been on. I'm sorry about that. So there they go. Just pile on in. And that was great teamwork with the French and the Ottomans. Very good teamwork. So the fighting's still going on here. Archer fire coming down on the defenders, trying to... They're probably getting some friendly fire, but they're doing everything they can to soften them up. And they are certainly softening them up. They are breaking. They're down to 52 men. So that's awesome. Now, I think what's going to happen is that once the... See, they should have fallen back. The Genoa defenders... I mean, I get it. They put up an epic stand, and maybe they're just being stubborn. They're like, no, we're not giving up these walls. But I think they should have fallen back because all of these men over here are surrounded. So all the men holding these walls are surrounded, like cav and infantry and stuff. So they're not going to be able to fall back and put up a really long stand and the choke points of the final stand because, you know, they're going to get cut down. We got archers still up here. These are just normal high period archers. They're breaking the infantry. And then over on the other side, they are charging. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, this is still risky. Look at this. He's charging heavy shock infantry. These guys are really good at killing cav. Even if they're depleted, they will still do a lot of damage. Once they get through this unit, it's going to be, you know, it's going to be a field day for the Franco-Ottoman alliance. So, there they go. That's the last of the defenders over here. They're going to be able to attack the other side of the gate. They can actually even neutralize the gate, so it'll turn off the oil. Ooh, I wouldn't charge in the pikes just yet. I'm pretty sure they'll... Yeah. That's such an important unit. There was no need to charge in pikes like that. They should have just waited until they neutralized. And there they go. They're capturing it now. But they should have just waited a little longer. They wouldn't have had to have dealt with that oil. And the Ottomans are losing. Oh my god, the Ottomans are losing against these archers. That's got to be frustrating. The Genoese crossbowmen held their ground. These guys deserve to live. I would try to retreat them back. But what's last of Genoa is putting up their final stand right here. And it will come down to this force over on this side. Now, the Ottomans are starting to run out of ammo. And when that happens, I'm sure we're going to get a full-on charge. But look at the defenders. The defenders still have plenty of ammo. And they're in good numbers. They're getting shot at right now, but not many casualties.
Our allies have abandoned us.
Oh yeah, and they've got plenty of ammo over here as well. That's huge. That's huge. Okay. So, it's down to this, guys. We have less than 15 minutes in this battle replay. This is the game changer right here. Ooh, but the archers know, the defenders know. They've been saving their archers for these Nafatoons. Oh my god. Look at that. That's one way to clear a room. And this wall battle is almost complete. They've got gunners. That's it. They got gunners and they're wavering. And they still have ammo. See, like, again, props to the Genoa player for holding up such a great stand. But I think he should have fallen back as soon as the Ottomans started shifting over troops to help out his French ally. But at the end of the day, I think he's done plenty for his team. And it's up to his teammates to win this one. So the Nafatoons have used up all their ammo, so now they're just in the thick of the fight. Oh man. Can the defenders hold?
The men are broken.
We got archers moving up over here, crossbowmen, I should say. Trying to get a good angle on these heavy axemen. Got units shifting around, ready to attack other parts of the battle. I don't know, guys. I don't know. The defenders are greatly outnumbered. And I'm looking at their infantry, and they've got really just two really healthy, strong units of infantry. Now, these guys will hold and get a ton of kills. I promise you that. As long as they don't lose them to archers or artillery or anything like that, the heavy shock infantry here can hold choke points like no other. And they're going in to reinforce this. Oh, there goes the artillery. But yeah, they're charging in to reinforce this. Oh my god. The archer fire still coming down. Killed only 5 of them. Here comes all the defending archer fire. Yeah, we need to see more of these archers. The Nafatoon's going to fall back a little bit. Oh my god. Lots of breaking going on from the Ottomans. This is what the defenders need. But the Nafatoons are going to get focused down by the defending archers. It makes sense. They should honestly wait, hold the Nafatoons a little bit longer, keep them back safely from the defending archers. Oh, and look at this. The medium crossbows are wavering, and the general is in that circle formation, keeping them busy, basically. Got some Swiss pikemen. That's going to be a tough unit to break through. And here we go. The French forces have made it, and they will certainly help their team. You remember the French pike unit? See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. In these battles, sometimes when I see players play, especially if they're newer, and they're oh, by the way, someone's like in a tree right now. You see that? Look at that. Whoop. Whoop. I'm glad we got one of those. But yeah, I've seen players, they'll like, oh, I've got 2 units. It's over for me. I'm just going to give up and just charge my troops randomly into the battle. No, don't do that. Don't do that, because what if one of your 2 units is a pike unit? It could literally win the day for your team. So it's good to see the French not giving up and putting up a great fight. But let's be fair, we've seen many of Cassius's battle replays, and all the players put up such a good fight in these replays.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
They never put up a bad fight, for sure. Big Ottoman push here. And look at the dismounted Imperial Knights already have 40 kills. That's what I'm talking about. I told you guys, they are going to get a lot of kills, and they're going to hold for a long time. Nafatoons breaking over here. They're setting up another unit of Nafatoons. Let's see if they can throw some pots. Explosive pots. Let's see. No, they're breaking. They are breaking. I don't think they're that's the oh, they're gone. That's huge for the defenders. Those Nafatoons are so good at ripping through defenses. Oh, they might return though. If they can just throw off a couple pots. Now we got some archers setting up on the corner here. Oh yeah, they're gonna focus all their fire on this polearm unit. Again, a polearm unit very good at ripping through defenses. These long spears. Let's go over to the other side. We're now less than 10 minutes left in this battle. There's battle. Over on this side, it looks like the French pikes have been destroyed, been killed. But that's okay. They did a lot of damage against the Swiss pikes. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for the defenders. But they have, so they don't have a lot of infantry, but the infantry they do have are really good at holding choke points. Like the pikes, like the halberds. And the Ottomans are trying. They are trying their best. They've got archers shooting at these pikes. They got infantry engaging the pikes. Now we have defending halberds charging in.
Nothing remains of this unit now.
They look awesome.
We are losing our advantage.
Oh no, the battle is getting worse and worse for the defenders. This is a huge loss for the defenders. They lose a general here, the Genoan general. And it's up to these Swiss pikemen who have 95 kills, but they're shaken, they're tired, and they're depleted. And look at the French are like, no mercy. No mercy. So for the defenders to win this, they need an absolute miracle. They need a chain route. They need to kill enemy generals, that kind of stuff. And they still can. Like, I know they don't have the infantry to run out and kill a general, but they do have archers, and they still have ammo. So they could focus down a general with their archers. See, how's the battle with the pikes? These pikes over here have not lost a ton. They're still fairly healthy, and they are racking up kills. Not necessarily racking up kills, but they're keeping the attackers at bay. Buying time for the other flanks. This is so tough. This is so tough, and it's so frustrating because as an... Oh, our ally has fallen. Uh-oh. It's another allied general. It's another defending general. I think... Oh, was it... Oh, I think it was this guy right here. I think it was the Holy Roman Emperor. Or was it not? No, that looks like him. No, he's still up. Oh, okay. It was the general who was breaking over here. No big deal. Are they shooting at him? Oh, no, no, no. I thought they had crossbows shooting at these pikes. But what I was saying is, like, it's so frustrating as the attackers because you see this depleted unit of pikes and you're thinking, oh, they'll break quickly. But you can't just rush in. Even though these guys are depleted, they're still going to rack up a lot of kills. And look at this, guys. Look at this. What did I say? These halberds, 74 kills, still have 91 men. That's more than half. More than half left, and they've been fighting for quite some time. These men are the defenders' last hope of winning the siege of Nice. We're down to 5 minutes. The pike's still holding over here. 120 men. Charles V riding around, keeping the men's spirits high. But you know, as I look around, there's still so many attackers. So many troops. And honestly, like, if I was the French, I would just dismount and engage these pikes. I bet, yes, you'll lose some, but I think you should start, you know, try to soften up the pikemen. Try to get them to break. We also have another healthy unit of heavy shock polearms, basically halberds. And they're going in to support these halberds. Look at that. That is going to be a real pain to try to fight through this. These halberds only have 6 kills, though. They want some kills. The Turks, the Ottomans are breaking. The archers. You see, this is why... Also, another thing when I'm on defense, I like to have my crossbows to be the initial defenders, and then if I hold back archers, I want them to have normal bows, because they can kind of arch their shot over the defenses. It's been kind of difficult to watch, or not watch, but it's difficult for these crossbows to get good kills because of the angles of the maps. You see, like, a lot of them aren't shooting. Only a little bit. Here comes another Ottoman blob trying to break through. Oh man, look at that. That's cool. No, I want to go back. Seeing these soldiers fight it out. Are they breaking or are they just falling back? I think they're just falling back. We're down to 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes in the battle replay. Look at this. This unit's starting to waver. Too much archer fire. Oh, we got a sally out push. Interesting. I wonder why. I don't know, but the French cav are going to take advantage of that. Why did they sally out like that? Maybe they know that defeat is around the corner and they're going to go out in a blaze of glory. Oh, look at that. He's like, you may take this city and you may take my life, but you'll not take my dignity. He's going to charge out. Look at this guy. Look at this fancy hat. But they're not going to hold much longer as they are getting surrounded. And that's going to be it for this general. Oh my god, though. Another huge break. See, I bet they're wishing they didn't sally out like that. Well, the defenders are still holding quite well over on this side. And now we have this unit shifting over. Maybe with that sally out, they're playing some mind games and they're giving this false sense of victory to the attackers, and they're gonna run straight into these halberds and just mass die. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, they might kill a general here. Oh my god. Guys, if there's one way to cause a chain rout, is killing the general. Oh, the general is melting right now. He's getting them out of there. It's the Ottoman general too. Oh no, but the halberds broke. That's probably game for the defenders. Yep, I'm gonna call it here, guys. History repeats itself. The siege of Nice ends the same way like it did historically, with a Franco-Ottoman victory over the Holy Roman Empire, Spain, Genoa. There you have it. That was a really fun battle, though. Really cool battle. We saw some great teamwork from both sides. We saw Genoa hold very well against the French.
The enemy advances.
The French had a very difficult fight over here, lost a lot of good men, but overall, were patient, waited for their teammates to help, and were able to capitalize, and now they're a very deadly force. Oh, and look at this. Look at this knight. Whoa! Oh my god, what sorcery is this? That's hilarious. Whoa!
Our men are
The walls are just making them glitch out.
Our forces have found that.
Oh, it's hurting my stomach. All right, that's it, guys. So we'll fast forward to the end results and see how the players did. But those Nafatunes were really difficult to deal with as well. You know, they were just so... Nafatunes, man. Whenever you're facing Nafatunes, you got to focus them down because they can easily break through defensive positions because of their destructive power. Let's end the replay. Let's see. Here we go. How we got? Oh, that's right. It doesn't show kills in Attila. So dumb. You have to like count up all the kills. But the Holy Roman Empire did a really good job with, well, I mean, it was a pretty even spread, but the halberds did really good. And then the France did good with their cav. Look at that, 234 and 263. Oh my god. So Genoa on the other side, on the other hand, I should say, kind of struggled there a little bit. I'm not seeing too many great kills. 101 with the Swiss pike, that's pretty good. And then the old Saxon did good with the crossbows. Really good with the crossbows. I think this was the army. Ooh, 338. This is the army that held against the French, I believe. So really good job there. And then we have the French we already saw. And then here's the Ottoman kills. Really good job with the horses, the cav. And then same thing. Good job with the cav. Artillery getting 106. That's awesome. And the shock troops. Look at that. All 432 kills. Oh my god. So many kills. These shock troops were nasty effective. All right, guys. That's going to wrap it up here for the historic siege of Nice. Or Nice. Nice, of course. But thank you guys so much for watching. We are on the road to 1 million. So if you guys haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. I think like half of my viewers aren't subscribed. So we are edging closer and closer. Less than 260, which is crazy. So thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed the battle, and I'll see you next time on the battlefield.